So Florence is a show that explores the life of Florence Nightingale, who is perhaps a familiar name to people, but I really want to explore the lesser known aspects of her story that might not be familiar to so many people. So whilst I was starting to research for the show, I found out that Florence is on the primary curriculum for children. And when I looked at some of the teaching resources and materials, I really thought that Florence had been restricted. All the achievements that she managed in her lifetime aren't really discussed, and it sort of brings her back to the point of being a nurse and her work in that field. So I really wanted to challenge that, because Florence was a statistician and she is a strong role model for girls who might want to get involved in STEM professions in science, mathematics, engineering and technology. The show really goes into a lot more detail about who Florence was, where she came from and what she achieved in her life. And in the bicentennial year of her birth, it's really important to celebrate the things that she has left behind as part of her legacy. So for the last few years I've been working on shows about women's history, from women in the First World War to a lesser known working class suffragette, and I really saw the opportunity with Florence's anniversary to explore the life of a better known woman, and artistically I've gone from sort of working as a musician where I write a song and I share that and talk a bit about it, to putting it in context and working on a show that is conceptual, that speaks to different themes, but using songs as a vehicle to kind of throw some light on particular aspects of that story. I was very fortunate to get funding from Arts Council England to support the making and development of Florence. That enabled me to work as well with support from Wiltshire Creative, with a designer, with a dramaturg, and to get some support with lighting and sound to really explore those elements of theatre that I want to be part of the show.
Louise and I immediately had a really good working relationship together. I also immediately felt really inspired by Florence, and something that I didn't expect coming into the room, and something that I hope audiences also experience when they come into the theatre, is that their expectations are sort of blown apart.
What inspired you? What would drive you to lead? To fight for change, to believe. Your voice lives on, transcends through the ages, willing me to hope, to see.
I really love the folk element of the music. I love the liveness of the music. There's really lovely storytelling within it.
Presenting Florence in a way that I haven't really considered her before, and I think having a very clear image of a woman with the lamp, a lady with the lamp, and then smashing that.
You get to know about her brilliant contributions to the world and to academia, and that's something I didn't know about at all, so it was really lovely to see that in a really accessible way.
The aims really of creating Florence as a show is to explore where we get these cultural stories from. Where does this heritage come from? We may know of Florence and her name, but do we trust what we're taught, and where are those sources of information? And I really want the audience to sort of explore those ideas of where fact and fiction sort of meet, and how we decide which bits we're going to believe.